What's up, guys? Welcome back to Timekeeping Journeys, or Timekeeping Journey. Today we are reviewing the Vostok Amphibia Scuba Dude variation. I'm actually wearing it. This is not an unboxing. I've had this for 3-4 weeks now or something like that. I got it specifically for my vacation to Hawaii. I wanted to get some kind of diver, and I wanted to get an automatic, and I wanted to be budget friendly. I was really looking originally at the Orients, like the Mako, the Ray, and the what's the other one? I don't remember. But I ended up choosing this. I really do like it. It looks really nice. I love the color on it. Yeah, and it's, I don't know if you can tell, but it is an automatic. Let's see if I can get it. Maybe? I don't know. There's a big reflection on it. But yeah, I really like it. There's a couple things. So first of all, when you take out the crown, it's like a wobbly crown. It like moves around. It's not just stiff. That's normal. It's a typical Vostok thing. So don't freak out. When I first opened it and I went to adjust the time, I was tripping that it was like loose. I thought it was broken, but it's not. It has the date marker. I recommend, if you're gonna get any kind of Vostok, do not get it with the date window, because it's really hard to adjust. There's no quick set date adjust. So what you have to do in order to do it is you have to rotate the hour to 12 and then rotate it all the way back to 9. I do it to 8 just to be safe, and then you rotate it back to 12, and then that skips a day. Then you have to keep manually doing that. So unless you're gonna wear this every day for the rest of your life, it's gonna be really annoying to adjust that date adjustment. I saw online a lot of people don't like the strap that it comes with, the metal one, and I do like it on the NATOs that I've seen, but I honestly like this metal band. It's actually really nice. I like it. It feels nice to me. I like how it looks. I think it complements the watch nicely. It does not have an open back design, obviously, because this has 200 meters of water resistant, so everything has to be, you know, screw down crown, screw down back. And there is 3 micro adjustments on the little like clasp. It's just a regular stamped clasp. Doesn't pull hair, nothing like that. I haven't had any issues with that. Yeah, I know a lot of people modify these, like they change. It's very easy to modify. The one thing I don't like about this watch is that, besides for the date window, is the glass. It's a mineral glass and it's not a crystal, so it's very easy to scratch. I have already a bunch of scratches on it from the sand and just in general from just daily wear. But I did buy a couple bottles of poly watch, because with all my Casios I also don't have crystal, and you can just put that on a microfiber and just buff it out, which I haven't done yet, because now I'm kind of like, oh, I kind of like the scratches, because it shows that I wear the watch and just things to remember. Like I remember this scratch now over here is from the beach in Hawaii. But yeah, eventually I will just polish it out if it gets really nasty. I also want to get a new strap on it. I believe this is an 18 millimeter, you know, lug to lug, or whatever, like the bandwidth. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get, I've seen it with orange and I really like it with orange, but I might do red just to complement the red on the bezel and the red second hands. Yeah, it's a really nice watch. I really like it. The dial is really cool with the little Scuba Dude. I don't know if you can see it so well right now because the hour is kind of blocking him out a little bit. But yeah, it's really nice. The indices are all, you know, applied. They're not painted on. There is a lume on this, but it does not last long at all. Maybe, you know, 15 minutes, and that's all you'll get. But it is there. Yeah, everything looks really nice. I like the finishing on it. It's very nice. It's very well put together. It feels, you know, I think I spent 120 for this variation. And there are millions of Amphibias, like tons of different variation, case sizes, designs, different different dials, different everything. You can get them with tanks on them and just everything. This company is Vostok is a Russian, I believe it was the Russian military watch, and now they just became just a Russian manufacturer of watches. But yeah, so like you can get all these different like wacky, I don't know, some of them are a little wacky for me, but some people might like them. You know, I'm on the Reddit and I see all the people posting it. Yeah, they're very nice, and they're very durable, and they're just reliable. I mean, yeah, and you can't really beat the price. 120 bucks for an automatic diver's watch with 200 meters of water resistant. That's really good. I highly recommend this watch. This is what the case looks like. It just comes in like a flimsy plastic case. You open it up, there's my extra links, and you have, you know, a little plastic thing here. And that's basically it. The one thing I have to mention is that when I was in Hawaii, I took this into the ocean tons of times, no problem. All of a sudden, one time, I get out of the water, I get back to my room, and I'm like, you know, I'm all dry already, and I notice that there's fog or condensation on the inside of the watch, on the watch face. So I was freaking out. I'm like, oh no, does that mean there's water in there? Or is it potentially, I don't know, leaking somewhere? So I posted on Reddit. People are like, commonly, the back of these are not super tightened down. So it's recommended that when you get this, to tighten it down before you go into the water, because that seems to be a common failure point. Now, I didn't see any actual water in here. It was just condensation, and it kept happening even when I didn't go into the water. Like, I would go from my hotel room, which was obviously much colder than the outside, and then I would see condensation start forming. So I was just thinking that humidity is probably a factor, or maybe the change in temperature, but there has to be water present for there to be, you know, moisture building up, I think. But I thought I should let you know. I haven't had any issues since then. I have not tightened it down, and I have not even opened it yet. So I could have a ton of water in there, but I feel like I would see it from just, you know, seeing it. But maybe not, or maybe, you know, things are starting to rust in there. I have no idea. For 120 bucks, you know, I don't think it's that big of an issue. I mean, it is, but like, whatever. Oh, yeah, I highly recommend it. I have another Vostok that once this one got water, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna buy a new one because this one's toast. And I bought a Komandurski. That's the other main Vostok variant. They have the Amphibia and the Komandurski. And typically, well, I guess I'll make another video on that, and I'll talk about that one there more in depth. But yeah, I really like this one. It does wear a little bit small. Let me put it on and let me show you. So it does wear not super small, but it's definitely small. It's also very thick. Like, I don't know if you can see how thick it is. It does definitely, you know, sit on your wrist. And also, because it's domed, the acrylic glass, or the mineral glass, it definitely adds, you know, more dimension there, so it makes it look bigger than it is. But it doesn't specifically sit very small. I mean, it looks very small, but it doesn't feel very small on your wrist. Yeah, very nice heft to it. Yeah, I really like it. I don't think there's anything else to really say. I mean, I'm even noticing right here, I have some scratches on the bracelet, and they don't seem like they're actual scratches. They're not just coming off when I scratch at it. But yeah, whatever. Definitely, if you don't like the bracelet, you know, you can get $10-15, get a new strap on there. These do look very nice on the NATO. They also have these in the turtle case. I do not like turtle cases on watches, so I didn't get that one, but it does make it feel and look much bigger, most likely, because it's more filled out. This one's definitely more petite and smaller. Yeah, and the whole thing is, it's all polished. There's literally no brushing besides for on the actual back, which I like that it's brushed on the back so that it doesn't get micro scratched from just wearing it, and you know, bracelets and things like that. But the entire top part of the watch, everything that's visible from when you're wearing it, is completely polished. Yeah, and the indices are also polished with the lume on the inside of it. But yeah, overall, very, very nice watch. I highly recommend it, and if you can get it for anything under 120, I definitely recommend. This arguably is probably the best automatic watch that you can get, like in terms of value, outside of getting Chinese watches. And at least this one, you have, you know, there's history there, a nice value watch, and something that I can recommend to everyone. But yeah, stay tuned for the Komandirsky one. That is currently my daily wear. I'm wearing this one today because I wanted to make the video, but I typically am not wearing this one because to me it feels like a fancier watch with this bracelet, this style bracelet. And then just the look of it, it reminds me of just vacation and beach, and it just looks fancy to me. So I don't typically daily wear this. I am going to daily wear it today, and I daily wore it all over my vacation, and this watch will probably become my vacation watch. And my Komandirsky that I currently have is right now my daily, and hopefully I'll make a video on that, you know, sometime this week. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and if you have any questions about the watch, feel free to comment and I'll answer anything I didn't say or talk about here. And yeah, have a good one.